Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to start the chapter 1 environment. After the long vacation, when Ravi started going to school again, he noticed that the only playground next to his school was dug up. People said that a huge building with many flats will be constructed there. Ravi was almost in tears when he realized that the big playground with its soft grass, marigolds and butterflies is gone forever. He shared his feelings with his classmates. In the assembly, the principal too sadly observed, "See how our environment is changing." So everyone was sad because the playground was replaced by a huge building. In the class, Ravi asked his teacher, "What is environment?" "Whatever you see in your surroundings," said the teacher. So whatever we see in our surrounding is our environment. Ravi thought aloud, "That means the school buildings, table, chair in the classroom, even the open field, the road, the garbage, my friends, all are part of the environment." "Yes," said the teacher. "But wait, some objects are created by nature. For example, mountains, rivers, trees, animals. Others are made by people. For example, roads, cars, clothes, books." Now work in pairs. Make a list with your classmates sitting next to you of the creations of nature and by the human beings. So you can sit with your classmate and you can make a list. Environment is a basic life support system. It provides air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where we live. How do human beings modify this natural environment? The car fumes pollute the air, water is collected in a pot, food is served in vessel, and land is used to build factories. Human beings make car, mills, factories, and manufacture containers. This is how human beings modify natural environment. So you can see here in this figure, we can see how the nature is the things which are natural. It is taking some time to load, so we can wait. So these things are natural and these things are human made. So you can see the trees, the island with trees in it, the oceans, and the gardens with flowers. All these are natural, and human made are factories, buildings, and all these things are human made things. So you can see roads, bridges, buildings are made by humans. So these are the components of environment. So human is considered as individual, family, community, religion, educational, economic and political situation, components of our environment. So we have seen this. So land is lithosphere, living things comes under biosphere. Increasing day by day, we are therefore modifying and at times when destroying our natural surrounding, the teacher replied. So there are two type, one is biotic and second is abiotic. Biotic is the world of living organism, example plants and animals. Abiotic is the world of non-living elements such as land. From the above example, above conversation, you understand that the place, people, things, nature that surround any living organism is called environment. It is the combination of natural and human-made phenomena. While the natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic condition existing on the earth. Human environment reveals the activity, creation and interaction among human beings. So the human environment is revolved around his activities, creations and interaction between themselves. So environment is a French word. Environner means neighborhood. So environner means neighborhood. Natural environment, land, water, air, plant and animals comprise the natural environment. You are familiar with the meaning lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere from your previous class. Let us learn some more facts about these domains. Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. So lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals and covered by a thin layer of soil. So the lithosphere is made up of rocks and minerals and is covered by a thin layer of soil. It is an irregular surface with various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Landforms are found over the continent and also on the ocean floors. Lithosphere is the domain that provides us forests, grasslands for grazing, the lands for agriculture and human settlement. It is also a source of mineral wealth. So look at your surrounding, make a list of uses that the land in your neighborhood is being put to. So you can see here, this is the biosphere, this is hydrosphere, and this is lithosphere, and the whole is a atmosphere here. Where does the water you use in your home and school come from? Make a list of the different use of water in our daily life. Have you ever seen someone wasting water and how they were wasting it? So the domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. So you can see here, this is the hydrosphere. It comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, ocean, etc. It is essential for all living organisms. The atmosphere is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. It protects us from the harmful rays and scorching heat of the sun. So it helps us from the harmful rays and scorching heat from the sun. It consists of number of gases, dust and water vapor. The changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the weather and climate. Plant and animal kingdom together make biosphere or the living world. It is a narrow zone of the earth or where land, water and air interact with each other to support life. So here the ecosystem means it is a system formed by the interaction of the all living organisms with each other and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment in which they live, all linked by transfer of energy and material. So what is the ecosystem? At an NCC camp that Ravi's class was attending, Jesse claimed, "What a heavy downpour. It reminds me of my home in Kerala. You should come and see how it pours and pours and pours over the lush green field and coconut plantation." Hira from Jaisalmer exclaimed, "We get no rain. We see only kikar and sand as far as the eye can see, but you can also find camels," said Ravi. So this is the pond ecosystem. So you can see there are animals, there are ducks, swans and many other deers, and lotuses are blooming in the water of the pond. Hira says, "Not just camels. If you visit our desert, you will see snakes, lizards and many insects too." So we know that on 5th June every year we celebrate World Environment Day. Ravi wondered, why do the animals, the vegetation and the way people live vary from place to place? Are they all related to each other? "Oh yes, very much so," the teacher replied. "All plants, animals and human beings depend on their immediate surroundings. Often they are also interdependent on each other. The relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surrounding form an ecosystem. There could be an ecosystem of large rainforest, grassland, desert, mountains, lake, river, ocean and even small pond. Do you think the park in which Ravi and his friends played formed an ecosystem?" So you know that it is a barter system. It is a trade in which goods are exchanged without the use of money. So barter system, we all know that it is the exchange of good without the use of money. Human environment. Human beings interact with the environment and modify it according to their need. Early humans adapted themselves to the natural surroundings. They led a simple life and fulfilled their requirements from the nature around them. With time, need grew and became more varied. Humans learned new ways to use and change environment. They learned to grow crops, domesticate animals, and lead a settled life. The wheel was invented, surplus food was produced, barter system emerged, trade enabled large-scale production, transportation became faster, information revolution made communication easier and speedy across the world. Have you ever thought why you love eating a juicy watermelon in summer and hot roasted peanuts in winter? As perfect balance is necessary between the nature and human environment. Humans must learn to live and use their environment in a harmonious way. Nuri, a girl from Mizoram, from Ravi's class, often talk about the lush green surroundings of her place. Seeing Ravi upset at having lost his playground, Nuri invited him to visit her home state during the coming vacation. Ravi's teacher asked the students to draw the landscape, houses and activities of the people and places they visit during their holidays. So here the chapter 1 is finished. and we shall start the next chapter in the next class. Thank you.